Now, forewarn weather with exclusive cutting-edge technology to help keep you and your family safe.
Well, of course, we want to get outside for the Memorial holiday weekend, do some barbecuing, maybe go to Comerica Park, as we've been talking about. It's Pink Out the Park weekend. So, dry weather at least.
It could be better, but it could certainly be worse.
Because it is a little chilly outside right now.
A little chilly, and we'll start to see improvement, but the grills will be firing up this weekend. And for those that are going to be the chef master at the grill, well, you don't have to worry about breaking a sweat because it'll be cooler. That grill will keep you warm as we will be rising through the 60s for the long holiday weekend. So starting with tomorrow, touch warmer, but still low 60s. That still puts us about 10 degrees below average. That dry weather will continue Sunday, but cooler than average as we rise in the mid 60s. And then we're flirting with 70 by Memorial Day, which is a little more seasonal, as we'll have mainly dry conditions, really pleasant conditions for parades in our local communities. So satellite radar showing just a smidge of moisture clipping portions of lower Michigan. Some of that might even be just in the atmosphere as far as the cloud cover. Maybe you get a little patchy drizzle up by the Saginaw Valley and into portions of Livingston County. But here are the clouds. So we started off with so much sunshine this morning, and now the clouds have rolled in. And here's a live look at Belleville, where we sit at 52 degrees at Metro Airport, not far from Belleville, 51 in Ann Arbor, 48 in Howell, and same in Port Huron. But a west-northwesterly wind sustained about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And now we're looking at gusts upward of 30 miles per hour in Ann Arbor. That's going to put a bite in the air. So wind chill readings still in the 30s in Pontiac. 38 is what it feels like there. Feeling like 42 in Howell and Lapeer, and feeling like low 50s as you get south of that I-94 corridor. So today we only top out in the mid 50s. That's about 15 degrees below average. We're remaining dry and cool for today. Still a fall-like feel for this Friday, but we will start to get a little more spring-like feel over the next few days. But I've just been saying this is good practice for October baseball for the Tigers. So if you're heading out to Comerica Park, first pitch 7:10. We'll be in the 50s for that first pitch and likely right around 50 degrees come game's end. Mostly cloudy skies, so you'll need those extra layers. So we have Memorial Day weekend ahead, which also includes Movement Festival here in Detroit. Hart Plaza will be at 62 for a high tomorrow, 66 Sunday, and then closer to average on Monday, 69, 70 degrees for that afternoon high. So as we look at data, you see how we're pulling in just a smidge of moisture come Saturday afternoon, but that could even be in the clouds. And so we stay relatively dry throughout the long holiday weekend. Most of that rain tracking down by Kansas City, south of Indianapolis, and we won't start to see the bulk of that work its way in until we get into the middle part of next week. And so let's talk about this Memorial Day weekend forecast. We talked specifically about the Metro Detroit area, so if you are staying home, you plan for 60s. But let's go ahead and travel up north. So if you have a place up by Alpena, Rogers City, mainly 50s, and we will have a mix of sun and clouds, though clouds probably win out more than that sun. Mackinac Island, though, mostly sunny by Memorial Day as we get out of the 50s into the low 60s. And we'll trend a little warmer off towards Traverse City, starting in the mid-50s Saturday, but by the end of the holiday weekend, we're in the mid-60s. We continue that warm-up next week. Seasonal 70s arriving by Wednesday through Thursday. Slight chance for a shower or two midweek.